The next rule of nun sakina and tanween is al-ikhfa. Al-ikhfa. And al-ikhfa في اللغة بمعنى الستر, which means curtain or veil. That is to hide something or to conceal something. وفي اصطلاح هو النطق بحرف ساكن عار عن التشديد على صفة بين الإظهار والإدغام مع بقاء الغنة في الحرف الأول. It is the pronunciation of a non-voweled letter stripped of shadda على صفة بين الإظهار والإدغام, that is characterized between al-idhar and idgham. This explains that the pronunciation of ikhfa is in between al-idhar and al-idgham. We have explained what idhar and idgham is in the previously. Okay, so it is a pronunciation between al-idhar and idgham, with a gunna remaining on the first letter, and we know that the first letter is nun sakina or tanween. The first letter here is nun sakina or tanween, while the second letter we are referring to is any of the letters of al-ikhfa. And there are 15 letters of ikhfa. These letters are التاء, ثاء, جيم, الدال, الذال, الزاي, السين, الشين, الصاد, الضاد, الطاء, الظاء, الفاء, القاف, الكاف. And these letters are grouped together to form a poem. صف ذا ثنى كم جاد شخص قد سمى دم طيبا زد في تقى ضع ظالما. The first letter of each word in this poem stands for each letter of al-ikhfa. So whenever any of these letters, any of these 15 letters till the end, any of these 15 letters follows nun sakina or tanween, whether in a word or between two words, then the pronunciation of nun sakina or the sound of nun sakina is going to be hidden. Then we'll be having the rule al-ikhfa, and this ikhfa is ikhfa'u haqiqiyan, ikhfa'an haqiqiyan. Thus, when we are to be asked what rule occur in a word or between words where nun sakina or tanween is followed by any of the 15 letters of ikhfa, then we'll be saying it is ikhfa'u al-haqiqi, ikhfa'un haqiqiyun, or al-ikhfa'u al-haqiqiyu. Either of the two is correct. In this way, we have to we are not going to be exposing or to be pronouncing the noon obviously. We are not going to be pronouncing it with sukun. We are not going to be pronouncing the nun sakina with sukun, nor would we pronounce the tanween with nun sakina. Okay, that is to explain that it is in between al-idhar and al-idgham. It is a situation between these two rules. So we are not going to be pronouncing the nun with sukun, nor would we going to be merge the nun sakina with the with the next letter that comes after it to become al-idgham. No. Okay, so if you want to pronounce idgham, al-ikhfa, if you want to pronounce al-ikhfa, the tongue or the mouth is just going to be close to the point of articulating the next letter. We are going to be hiding the nun with gunna and allow our mouth or the tongue to get close to the point of articulating the next letter of ikhfa. It is not going to be touching it directly, but it is going to be close to the point of articulating that letter. Okay, so we have an example. Okay, examples here. من المؤمنين رجال صدقوا رجال صدقوا. I did not say rijalun because if I should pronounce it as rijalun, I'm pronouncing it with sukun, with nun sakina, and we are not expected to do that. Rijalun rijalun sadaku. Okay, I'm allowing my tongue to get close to the point of articulating the sword and not allowing it to touch directly the sword. رجال صدقوا ما عاهدوا الله عليه. Okay, innal insana. You can see that this is occurring within a word. Al insana, insana. It is getting close to the point of articulating sin. I'm not merging the noun together with the sin, nor am I exposing the pronunciation of noun outrightly. Sayasla naran dhata lahab. Naran dhata lahab. The same thing applies here. So this is ikhfa. It is not to touch the articulation point of the letter of ikhfa, but get close to it. And that is why scholars said that it is al-ikhfa. The rule is regarded as al-ikhfa due to the fairness of the point of articulating the letters of ikhfa from the point of articulating nun sakina or tanween. So the distance is far. Okay, the distance is far from one another, and that is why they said that is the reason it is regarded as al-ikhfa. So don't forget, if you want to pronounce ikhfa, you don't allow your tongue to touch directly the point of articulating the letters of ikhfa, except in some specific situation where the letter of ikhfa is having dhamma, the letter is bearing dhamma. In that point or in that situation, it looks as if it is outrightly touching it. It is outrightly touching it, like yansurukum. So the sword is having dhamma here, and it is looking as if it is outrightly touching the point of articulating the letter. Although some scholars also allow that if it touches it, then there is no harm in that.